Hello everyone, MFPallytime here, and welcome back to Pokemon Unite. Those of you that have been stopping by our live streams, especially the one on my birthday, know that I've been playing a lot of Machamp. We played him for like 5.5 hours straight or something on Saturday, and I actually had an absolute blast. Throughout my time playing him, my strategy has evolved, and this may not be a surprise, but I actually prefer to jungle with Machamp. Yes, I prefer to jungle with just about every character, but jungle Machamp is outrageous, and hopefully in today's video I can show you why. Before we jump into the game, I want to just show you what my held items are and kind of my progress on leveling these up. I have the Muscle Band at level 20. That's giving us plus 10 attack and 5% increased attack speed. I have the leftovers because I am roaming around the map quite a bit, and I want that passive HP recovery in between fighting camps or ganks in the top or bottom lane. And the Float Stone, not only does it give us more attack, but also movement speed, allowing us to, once again, move more effectively in between both lanes. Let's see if the friendly team will give me the central area. I started locking in the area first, even before I lock in my hero. That way, my team knows exactly what I'm thinking. Also, you know, just for good measure, I'll go to the central area. I have to admit, a lot of people are still not calling their lanes. We might have a very new team on our hands here because John Paul down there doesn't even have a battle item. Speaking of battle items, our battle item is the Fluffy Tail, and there's no good way to say that. There's nothing intimidating about the Fluffy Tail, but it leaves a Pokemon unable to act for a short time and also increases damage dealt to these Pokemon. It says wild Pokemon. These are the neutral ones in the jungle, in the lane. This doesn't work on our enemies. So the friendly team, Machamp, Crustle, Zeraora, Cinderace, and Talonflame versus Lucario, Snorlax, Absol, Cinderace, and Venusaur. All right, 10 minutes on the clock. And here we go. We're going to be picking up Karate Chop at level 1, but for all intents and purposes, I don't actually think that choice matters he should definitely finish off the minion. I don't think that choice actually matters very much. I think Bulk Up has a pretty respectable clear speed as well. I've tried using both, and they both work out pretty well. The first Pokemon with a jungle buff has spawned, and we're going to use our Fluffy Tail to help beat him up a little bit faster as we lock in Bulk Up as well. We are less than 30 seconds into this game and already level 4. If I got Bulk Up off cooldown a little bit faster, we could have immune that stun there and killed this guy even faster than what we just did as well. Our friendly team is stacking 3 top and 1 bottom. That's usually a pretty poor strategy. From what I've seen, you want to do 2-1-2 typically. The enemy team is pushing in up top, even with the majority of our team up there, still managing to score. Let's see if we can help out. At level 5, we get the ability called Submission. Submission allows us to dive forward in lane, and if we manage to melee an opponent, if we get in range and just auto attack, it's going to flip that opponent over my head, slam them into the ground, and crowd control them along the way. Did I mention it also does a buttload of damage as well? We're gonna get my movement speed increase and go back to the top lane. Bulbasaur kind of pushed up far here. Crustle, let's hope he's paying attention. That's a Karate Chop forward into submission on Bulbasaur, flipping him back down behind me. And that is a successful gank in the top lane. And I just do this over and over and over and over. And it's so addicting. The movement speed increase here. When you press submission, you just start sprinting at the enemies. What I've been doing is yelling like Goku, powering up. While that's happening, we're gonna use Fluffy Tail again just to incapacitate this guy and kill him a little bit faster. That gets me my jungle buff, which helps me kill this other one even faster. Are you seeing the synergy here? I hope you are. Looks like bottom lane in a little bit of a tussle right now. Absol pushing forward is going to be able to turn in 30 balls. Now we're picking up Cross Chop. This is a very big power increase for us. Not only is Cross Chop great at dealing damage, it also propels our character forward as well. Here we go, submission coming offline, and Absol, way too overextended, is gonna be punished for that. Now, Fluffy Tail is an item that I have not seen very many people using, at least in my rank. This is obviously quick match right now, or whatever the standard match is in this game. I kind of forgot what it was called. I have not seen very many people using it. What it does is it helps your team secure big objectives like Zapdos at the 2-minute mark, the neutral turtle down here whenever your team can gather up for it. And as you can see, that submission totally catching Bulbasaur off guard there. He was not ready for that. And submission once again pulling off of our Thundercat. He should be just fine. Look at that crowd control. Look at the speed, the momentum, the muscles. How do you go wrong with Jungle Machamp? The enemy team is starting to push up the top lane. We grabbed the movement speed increase in the jungle from the berry, and we were able to get up here to stop them from turning in just in time. We were a few steps away from that submission being a viable one that would land. Looks like our team's kind of wandering around. Our Redbirds taking my next round of buffs, which, you know, kind of always sucks. Absol pushing way too far forward, caught in the submission yet again, is forced to use that flash to get away. But I believe in our crab. Actually, the crab lost interest. Man, I should have ulted for it. So let's ult now. Our ult gives us an attack speed increase as well as a movement speed increase. Look at the duration on the left side next to our Unite move. At the end of its duration, we want to then use it to activate damage in an area. And if our team was following us up at all, could you just imagine how good that would have been? Oh, dude, 2 seconds on submission and I would have been able to get out of there. Now, that being said, our friendly team was taking an objective, and we effectively did keep that team preoccupied the entire time. But moments like that on Machamp happen so often where you just get super powered and ruin someone's day. And oftentimes you can ruin an entire team's day all at once. We came back down to the bottom lane to help out our Thundercat, but he was taken down. Nothing we can't finish off down here, though. My blue buff is ready. I kind of want to take this from him. I mean, I know this might be a little toxic, but, you know, I'm the jungler, right? So I should probably get the jungle buffs. That's my mentality. Get out of my jungle is my mentality. Go back to your fucking lane is my mentality. Sorry, I get a little aggressive when I play forearms over here. The enemy team is starting to push back up in the top lane. I'm gonna let my passive heal kind of kick in for a second. Now we're coming in for the flank behind them. Snorlax did dive into the air. We caught him once he landed and flipped him back around. We should be able to finish him off. Once again, the friendly team literally just watching me die as this is happening. Come on, get in there. All right. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left on the match right now as we have an AFK in our base. As we have 2 AFKs in our base, let's go ahead and pop our ultimate ability. Once again, that attack steroid is huge, allows us to take down 2 members of the enemy team like it was nothing. Did you even know that they were in the bush? You may not have, because we are just that goddamn strong. Also, one really good thing about Machamp is that ultimate actually comes off cooldown really, really quickly. So we're able to set up those situations quite often. I mean, it's already back up to 25%. The enemy team likely reinforcing this already, but I'll try to get my 44 in. I'm not able to. Nice screen freeze there. Submission is off cooldown as we pick up Absol and slam them to the ground. And now we should be able to get 50 in. A minute and a half before points are doubled. And a minute and a half before Zapdos spawns. We're once again going to, actually, if they're preoccupied up top and we have vision of the lane here, maybe I set up for something here. I need backup. Come help me. We're going to use the fluffy tail on this guy and then unload with all of our damage abilities. Look how fast that was. Remember, if we had teammates backing us up here, this damage, that damage increase applies for all of them. All of them would be benefiting from this and not just me. Top lane is looking pretty sketchy at the moment. We are in the lead as we enter the last 3 minutes of the match, but that lead might be disappearing as the enemy team does secure the hoop up top. Absol turning in the bottom lane as well. This one might be coming down to the wire. Let's jump up top and try to help our team. Our ultimate ability is not ready, but it may be ready soon. I'm getting pushed out of here by Snorlax. Once submission is ready or that shield goes down, we can re-engage. Ultimate ability off cooldown, was not able to use it in time. The enemy team is forcing us off of this, and they are going to turn in, unfortunately. They only got about half the health of this hoop down as Ooh, nice ultimate there. Good kill secure. Proud of that. Proud of that. Now, I talked about it in my Jungle Snorlax video. My general rule of thumb is I want to save my ultimate for the Zapdos throw that we know is coming. Another thing I want to have happen is make sure I have this blue buff secured and on my person as Zapdos becomes available. Now, this game is pretty close, but I do think we need Zapdos to really push for a victory at this point. However, two members of the enemy team kind of moving up here. I'm going to hide in this bush. Bulbasaur doesn't know what's coming. Let's gap close in. Switching over to Snorlax, popping my ult now as well. Oh, the shield. Oh, the shield. Oh, the shield. Where's my team? Where's my fucking team? There we go. But now, unfortunately, we don't have our ultimate for Zapdos, which is being contested by the enemy team right now. My health is still a little on the low side. Let's flip this guy up into the air with the suplex and then just disengage away. I'm just trying to buy time for my team to come in here and surround this guy, and it looks like that is what we are doing now. I'm then going to pop the Fluffy Tail and pump as much damage into Zapdos as I can to help execute it for our team, and now we have instant turn-ins in both the top and the bottom lane, but unfortunately the enemy team also getting instant turn-ins here as well. This game is actually going to be extremely close. I'm going to go ahead and Hearth. I'm going to head back to the base. Redbird is going to turn in the middle, and it looks like our Thundercat is going to turn in as well. Absol most recently spotted down here, but is retreating now. Redbird did turn in for 84 points, and I think that might secure the game for the home team. Hey, friend. I'll take those. Soccer Bunny is behind us in lane 2. Snorlax going for a turn-in. We're going to head back to the base very, very quickly and make sure they don't get that. No, sir, not today. Not you can push me around all you want. You're not getting the turn-in. 13 seconds remaining in the match. The last 10 seconds now. And it all comes down to this. I hope you enjoyed this look at Machamp and my kind of play style. Of course, in this game mode, things are never going to go perfectly. I'm actually really motivated to play in ranked just so teammates are a little bit more consistent. But I also understand that it's very early in the lifetime of this game. People are still learning. It's on a console, bringing in new MOBA players that maybe have never played before. But we pick up MVP, 184 ball turn-ins, 12 kills, 5 assists, and an overall score of 85. To round out the game. All right, if we go back to the main menu and then go to, where do I go? I have to hit L? This is so stupid. Go to battle record and then look at that previous game. We can then see the actual damage numbers dished out. I did 666,000 damage on par with our Crustle, who was actually ahead of me by just a couple hundred. You can see how much damage was taken by our team and how much they healed. Crustle was actually doing a lot of work in that game. And you could see the characters that weren't doing a lot of work in this game, but you know, sometimes that happens. I just wanted to point this section out for you guys. I don't know why they don't just display this at the end of a match, but if you wanted to see the breakdown, that is how you find it. If you guys are still enjoying the Pokemon Unite videos, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button. If you would like to see another character, let me know which character you want us to take a look at next, and maybe I will pick that one. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.